taking the time out of her day to sit and chat about Home Hardware's upcoming Orange Shirt Day fundraiser is co-owner Tasha Hilderman. Thanks so much for doing this, Tasha.
Thanks for having me.
So, Orange Shirt Day, which is now officially recognized by the Canadian government as the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, is coming up on September 30th. And you guys have teamed up with a local indigenous artist to create these t shirts and sell them off in effort to raise some funds and also awareness. Could you just give people a little bit of a breakdown on your operation here?
Sure. So Orange Shirt Day was started in 2013 in Williams Lake, BC, as a way to raise awareness of residential schools. And September 30th was chosen because that's traditionally the time of year when Native children were taken away from their parents to go to residential schools. And it's also an ideal time of year for children in schools now to start the year off with an anti-racism and anti-bullying message. So with the events in Canada this past year, with all of the graves being found, Orange Shirt Day is now being really brought to a bigger awareness. It was kind of in the schools for a couple of years. And so if you had school children, you were aware of it. But a lot of adults weren't aware of what had been happening with this Orange Shirt Day awareness campaign. So this year, we really wanted to help bring attention to it for adults and for children in the store. And so we worked with Levi Wolf, who is a local indigenous artist. He's from Onion Lake Cree Nation. And so he designed the shirt. I'm wearing it right now. And so he picked the buffalo because it's significant to us as a plains region. The buffalo is obviously very important. It's a very emblematic symbol of the First Nations and Métis people from our region. And the shirts we are selling for $20, and $5 from each shirt is going directly to the Indian Residential School Survivors Society. And so what that society does is provide support for people who were members of a residential school, or for the generational trauma that was then passed down through the lines to people who had parents or grandparents who were in residential schools. So for us, we have them available online, we have them available in store, and we're really trying to have the community as a whole be able to recognize their support behind the people who went through these experiences by wearing an orange shirt on September 30th.
And how did you guys come into contact with Levi then? How did that start?
Yeah, so I reached out to the Native Friendship Center and said, do you guys, we want to do this project. It's very important to us that the artist is Indigenous. And that has been an issue with other Orange Shirt Day projects across the country, that they're not using an Indigenous artist. So it was very important to me from the very beginning to find an Indigenous artist. And I spoke with Bonnie at the Native Friendship Center, and she's like, yeah, we have Levi. Levi's a great artist. And so Levi and I met in the elders room at the Native Friendship Center and just kind of went over what our goals were and what some of our ideas were. And the elders room in the Native Friendship Center actually has a lot of buffalo art on the wall. So we were surrounded by these buffalo, and he's like, what do you think about a buffalo? I was like, yeah, it's giving me shivers. Like, I think this is a message from everything. And so we worked for a couple of weeks on that. He sent me some design ideas, and then we wanted to get them printed locally as well. The Orange Shirt Day Society out of Williams Lake, BC also sells orange shirts, but everything is based in BC. So we wanted to kind of support local. So that's an important mission of ours as well. So ours were printed locally, and we're just thrilled with the result. And orange shirts are hard to come by in Canada right now because so many people are supporting it, which is great. But it was an issue trying to source orange shirts. And luckily, we were able to get some, and the project took off.
And on that note, I also saw that you guys have a pre-order for the shirt available right now.
So because there was some sizing issues, right now we have some sizes in stock. The rest of our sizes will be in stock this week. So it's still listing pre-order because some sizes we didn't have available, but now we do. So we have everything from a youth small to youth extra large, and adult small to adult 3X. So we've got as much as we could in the biggest range. And we've actually had we've had some orders from Ontario. We've had some orders coming from St. Paul and other Lethbridge and other places in the province. So that's great too.
Thanks so much for doing this, Tasha.